With the resumption of face-to-face learning, pupils with disabilities will have to adjust to the prevention and management of COVID-19 measures, but it is easier said than done. Social distancing can become difficult for learners who are using wheelchairs or those who are visually impaired because they often rely on other learners for assistance. Mask wearing is proving to be a challenge for those who are hearing impaired because they mainly depend on facial expressions and lip reading to communicate effectively.
Our learners, especially our learners, intellectually impaired learners, they love to hug. When you visit the schools, they will run to you and they would hug. Now, all of a sudden, you have to tell them, no hugging, no. So you need to explain that to them. And I hope that our teachers, I know that they are geared to do that, but it might take some time for them to understand. It's not that we don't love you, it's just because of this coronavirus, we cannot give hugs.
Even though parents and guardians were encouraged to homeschool during this period, the panel revealed that many caregivers cannot communicate in sign language, much less read Braille, so very little homeschooling took place. Some schools, like that of the hearing impaired, had to reduce the number of learners in a hostel to make social distancing easier. However, this move means that learners at times might have to use public transport on their own.
So we really have to look at the numbers and decrease it and only accommodate the learners that are from outside Windhoek. And the Windhoek learners have to stay at home and make use of taxi services. Now coming every day to school, that is another challenge to our parents because of the money that they now need to pay for taxi fees.
The ministry has also made it a priority to strengthen COVID-19 preventative measures for such learners. In the meantime, face shields can be a substitute for masks, but the children will have to give up playing close to each other in the playground, even though it's something that they really love.
As time goes on, the learners will get used to, because we are also made to understand that COVID-19 might be here for some time, so it's a learning process for them. So we are hoping that the measures that the schools have put in place will definitely ensure that COVID-19 is prevented and managed.
Frances Shahama, NBC News, Windhoek.